The grisly day of October 27 brought miseries, sufferings, depressions, grief, and sorrow for the hapless people of Kashmir. On this fateful day, Indian atrocious army forcibly occupied major portion of heaven on earth and turned it into hell. Kashmiris refused to accept the illegal occupation of their motherland, thus annoying the tyrants, and invited countless and unabated atrocities, human rights violations, mockery of democracy, destruction of properties, and streams of blood. Since then, Kashmiris in Kashmir and all over the world observe October 27 as the Black Day every year with an objective to remind the world about the illegal occupation and to the United Nations that resolutions on Kashmir are still awaiting implementation and world attention. At the time of independence, the people of Muslim majority state of Kashmir opted to join Pakistan. But Dogra Raja Hari Singh, in connivance with Jawaharlal Nehru and Lord Mountbatten, paved the way for Indian occupation of the state. The conspiracy to forcibly annex Kashmir with India began to unfold on August 16, 1947, with the announcement of the Red Cliff Boundary Award. The award gave Muslim majority district of Gurdaspur in the province of Punjab to India to provide it a land route to the Indian armed forces to move into Kashmir. Kashmiri masses rejected the illegal Indian occupation of the state and launched freedom movement. Facing defeat at the hands of tribesmen on December 31, 1947, India took the matter to the United Nations Security Council to intervene, and a ceasefire came into effect on January 1, 1949, following United Nations resolutions calling for a plebiscite in Kashmir to enable the people of Jammu and Kashmir to determine whether they wish to join Pakistan or India. India not only accepted the United Nations resolutions but also signed on them as a party, and its leadership promised to give Kashmiris right to self-determination. But in 1964, India backed out of its promise of holding plebiscite in Kashmir and started claiming Kashmir as integral part of India. Since October 1947, various forms of state terrorism have been part of a deliberate campaign by the Indian Army and the paramilitary forces against Kashmiris. From 1989, the Indian state terrorism increased manifold. It has been manifested in brutal tactics like killing in fake encounters, custodial deaths, massacre, targeted killings, sieges, burning the houses, torture, disappearances, rape, molestation of Muslim women, and illegal detentions under various draconian laws. These black laws grant impunity to brutal forces who are free to kill innocent Kashmiris. Indian government thinks that bullet is the only right way of dealing with Kashmiris demanding their right of self-determination. New Delhi is showing its intransigence in order to resolve Kashmir dispute with Pakistan by neglecting the fact that Kashmir remains a nuclear flashpoint between both the neighboring countries. Indian occupation forces martyred Kashmiri youth Burhan Muzaffar Wani on third day of Eid ul-Fitr this year in a fake encounter. The martyred Burhan Wani was popular for his activities on social media and video messages, which would often go viral in Kashmir on the topics of Indian oppression, atrocities, and injustices, and the need for young people to stand up to oppression. After the killing of Muzaffar Wani, the entire Kashmir Valley stood up against the Indian oppression. India resorted to rampant use of lethal weapons, including pellet guns, to quell peaceful demonstrations. In occupied Kashmir, unabated use of pellet guns is causing an irreparable damage to vital organs of both men and women. Indian occupation forces have been killing, maiming, and blinding innocent Kashmiris with total impunity. According to latest figures of human rights violations and brutalities of occupation forces in Indian occupied Kashmir, since 1989, there have been deaths of over 94,000 innocent Kashmiris, out of which 7,062 were custodial killings. 136,434 Kashmiris have been arrested, 106,261 houses or buildings were destroyed, 22,884 women were widowed, 107,586 children orphaned, and 10,433 women gang raped or molested. These atrocities still continue unchecked. Since July 8, 2016, 110 innocent Kashmiris have been killed, 700 blinded due to pellet shots, over 9,000 injured, while over 10,000 have been taken in custody. Despite worldwide protests, condemnation of use of pellet guns, the shameless authorities continue to use pellet guns. However, there is a suggestion to replace these guns with more lethal power guns containing biochemical substances, which will further add to the miseries of peaceful, unarmed protesters. To divert the world attention from Indian brutalities in Indian-occupied Kashmir and mislead the world opinion, India is using negative tactics such as clamp down on media, restriction on use of internet and mobile phones, imposition of continuous curfew since 8th July 2016, Kashmir issue. But for past 6 decades, it has failed to take steps for grant of right to self-determination to the Kashmiris. As promised by it, now Kashmiri's struggle has reached a new high, and the Kashmiri youth are ready to give any sacrifice for getting rid of the Indian illegal occupation. In this situation, world community, United Nations, and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation should take cognizance of prevailing situation in Kashmir to ensure peace in the region and grant of right of self-determination to the people of Kashmir.